There we go. I thought we had already done it and we hadn't yet. Welcome to Miss C's Cottage. I'm Miss C, and I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And I'm okay with that. I have some skitsy days, some scattered days, and some days where I'm pretty put together. So if you're here long enough, you'll know everything. Come on in, leave your shoes at the door and all of your sorrows and sadness, because this is not a place for that. It's a place for love and comfort and hope. You come in, find a chair, get some coffee or tea, maybe some water or juice out of the refrigerator, pull out your project and start working, or else we'll work on something that we can work on together. We're pretty serious. We play a few games. Most of all, we just hug and love on each other. In the end, we pull out the prayer book, and if you have a prayer that you would like to share with us, or if you don't want to share, you can even give us just unspoken, because God knows what your need is. Then we write it down in the book, and then we pray over it during the week until the next show, which we get a bunch of new prayers to pray over. Or maybe sometimes, in a good way, we get some answers to prayers. So we have requests and praises to share. Um, Today, if you read the whatever that little text box is up underneath, it says that we might even have an elf to come in today. No, I wore my red shirt because this is my last one before Christmas, and it's the last one of this year. So I wanted to share, I know, at least one elf with you today. I apologize beforehand for not checking in with Leanie because she's going to be the the brunt of this. Uh, if at the end, let's say about Leanie, well, I don't know yet because I don't know how long we're going to go today. Today's another one of those days. I hope to do the whole 2 hours, but it may be cut short. I don't know. But about 20 minutes before we have to end the program, I would like Leanie to put up the link so that if any of you would like to come up today and share what you have done, a project you've done this year, and I'm going to say if it's one of my projects that we've done this year together, or if it's something that you've done on your own that you are really proud of. I want you to have an opportunity to come up. And I think it's such a good idea that if we can make this work smooth today, uh, I would like to do this every Sunday. Do a section called Show and Tell. And it will be at the end of the 2 hour program. And if you have something that you've been working on, next year I will ask you to work on something that we're working on or something that we have worked on in this program, this live. Not this very one, but one of my lives. We do a stitch a month, and that will be continued next year. Every month I'll show a new stitch. And then if you make a project out of that stitch, it doesn't matter whether it's a dishcloth or a blanket, or if you can work it into a hat or a shawl. The stitch is the stitch. I give you the stitch, and you give me back the project. And when you send a picture of the completed project during that month, the month of that stitch, we'll put it on a wheel and twang the magic, pluck the magic twanger, and we'll come up with a winner. And whoever wins will win a prize. And I'm not sure how that part's going to work yet. I may make a basket and put some things in the basket and let you choose a gift that you would like out of the basket that I have put in. because we also play a game called Pick Your Blessing. And in that game, you get to pick whatever you would like. You give me the number, weight number, and a color name of a yarn, and I scour my wall and see if I can find a few choices that you have given me to work within. And um, and then you choose out of the 3 or 4, whatever I find, you choose the one that you would like to have. And that's the way that one's played. But this new one will be something that I put in the basket. You can choose any of the things that I put in the basket, and I'll replace whatever's taken with something else. So there's always be a good choice in that basket. So either way, you win. Let's see what else. So show and tell is going to be a new feature of next year. If you've got something you are working on and you would like to come up and tell us about it, whether it's the Stitch of the Month or whether it's an ongoing project that we're working on, or it's something that you come up with yourself. If you're proud of something you've done and you'd like to show it off, you'll get an opportunity during show and tell next year. I'm looking forward to that because when I look at the people's faces who come in my cottage, oh my goodness, there is so much creativity out there. So much creativity. Okay, let's see. That moves us into what have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of wacky things because this has been a real wacky month and a lot of indecisions in my life this month and maybe changes. And so, when that happens, my brain gets really, really scattered. And when that happens, oh my goodness, you don't even want to know. One of the content creators says, "You see how scattered I am on the outside. You don't want to even look in my brain and see what's going on." I think I told you last week that I was so scattered that I started 7 new projects last week. Well, I just wondered what a watermelon somebunny would look like. So here we are with a dark green rind, and then where the green turns into the white, the unripe part, the separation between the outside and the inside, and then the pink that's right next to the white because it's still ripening, and then the darker one. I don't have the seeds in here yet. Oh my goodness, what is this? Yeah. Anyway, that's what that's going to be. That's right. That's right, Dee. Nobody wants to see inside. Whoop, too much. Okay, so there's that. Um, Here's a foot coming up. And I did it backwards. Probably this whole thing should be pink, but that's all the pink I had at that point, and so I started out with it. And I did the lighter pink, and then I'm going to get the row of white, the row of sage green, and then I'll do the rest of the leg in the darker green so that it'll be a foot and go under the bottom, and I'll do 2 that, and then I'll start out with a pink and do this, and uh, less of this, 1 of these, 2 of these, and then finish off. When you do the decrease, I'll finish off in the dark green and make the arms out of that. It's gonna be different, to be sure. What else? Oh, yesterday we had to go. We don't have to go, but Mr. Elmo likes going on a think when he's got something going on and he can't work it out. He says in his brain are little gray cells, like Poirot, Hercule Poirot has the little brain cells, and the little gray cells have to percolate, and when they get right where they belong, they come up with an answer. So Mr. Elmo goes on a think and percolates his gray cells until he comes up with the answer for his railroad. He's been doing a lot this week because he's closer to completing all of the wiring. And when that gets done, he'll run a cleaner track around the trail, the track, clean off the track so that it runs smoothly. And then his favorite part in the whole world is not running the train, it's setting out the scenery. He loves the intricacy of putting a tree in the right place. Something that he's seen on the road. There was a sugarcane mill that we found out in someone's side yard that used to have a sugarcane field behind it, and they actually cut the sugarcane and ground it. You can see the mule path around the sugarcane grinder itself. The pole is still there. You can see in the background by the barn, the little barn, is the cooker where they put all the juice into the cooker and cook it down into cane syrup. The whole setup is there. And so Mr. Elmo stopped, pulled over to the side of the road, stopped, got out, took pictures, came home, and made it. He reproduced it in 1/87th scale, which is what HO trains are, 1/87th scale. Magnificent. No way. No way my Nino's here. I love you. Carrie. There's my favorite pea in the whole world. A wedding gift for your half sisters. All right, what are you making, Nino? Linda Davison is back this week. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Miss C's cottage. Oh, Antonino, I love you so much. There's my Leanie. Leanie, I apologize to you for not contacting you before the live today to see if you could set up a link for people to come up. I would like to be able to do that today, and I would like to be able to make it a feature for every Sunday in the new year. So I hope you can figure that out for us today. I have an elf that's planning on coming up today, and I hope over time others will come up and do a show and tell. Oh, I'm so glad that your pneumonia and bronchitis are going or gone. And Samantha, I'm glad your mouth is feeling better. There's nothing worse than having a sore mouth over Christmas when you can't eat anything. All right, I want to go and get a couple things to show you, and I didn't bring them in because, like I said, I got distracted, and I didn't do any of my pre-game things, pre-show game things, whatever, you know. Can't do that. I don't have access to your channel. Only Sunita does. Oh, well, is Sunita here? P, do you know how to do that? To put up the link for this show in the chat? So that if somebody wants to come up, all they have to do is click on the link. Oh, wait a minute. Right here. No, I don't know what that means. They just told me to do it. Check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. StreamYard.com, PAL, D, a bunch of numbers. I don't think that's... Well, you can click on that. Or maybe click on that and see if anybody comes up. Carrie, do you know? Okay, so that doesn't work. Carrie, do you know how to do that? Samantha, I don't have moderators, sweetheart. Hello, Lydia. And there you are. Marcia, I love you. Second link might work. That's taken off the top. Anyway, that we're going to try it today. We're going to try it today, and probably about 20 minutes till the end of the show. The last 15 minutes, except for the last 5 minutes for prayers. So it does. Okay. Okay, P. Well, probably in about an hour or so, we'll do that. And Zoila. Okay. All right, and that's the one that works. I'll know next time I can do it. I'm going to go and get those couple things I want to show you, and I'll be right back. Somebody play a little music for us while I lift this Hulk and mosey out of the door to get those couple things I need to show you. All right, here I come back. Thank you for the Van Halen. my. I did want to show you that I've been working on Virginia's cowl. Now, Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming challenged us with what's in a name. This is Whitela, thank you. Pardon me. Hello, Amanda. And there's Lana. Oh, it will only be somebody who's got something to say and I recognize. I'm not going to bring up Joe Schmo. Because you just don't know. Anyway, I've been working on this. Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming posted October and November what's in a name and challenged each person to, one, do something in their own name, and then the second month do something in one of their parents' names. And I think I know I have showed you over and over again. My luck, I turned this one into the Luck of the Draw blanket. And this is called Diana's Flower. And that's what I did for the month of October. This little flower right here, Diana's Flower. Oop. Diana's Flower. You know, everything on screen is backwards, so. And these are all my colors so far. I think it's coming out awfully pretty. And right now I have it, I'm going to do it in half here and measure it on my little, I am right at 22 inches. 11 and 11 is 22 inches. So this is week 9 of Luck of the Draw. And my color for week 9 was the variegated one that's here on the very edge. And then I put on my main color for next week will be the final one. So what this is telling me is my blanket's going to be a baby blanket. So I'll have the 10th color and a border, some kind of a border, which will be about 1.5 inches. So it's only going to be about 26 inches. Unless I put I can go back to the center and take the petals and do scallops or shells around the outside edge like the petals and make it a little bit bigger. I like my baby blankets to be somewhere between 24 and 28 inches wide. Some people like 36 by 45, but because my love is for preemies, I tend to go down rather than up. So I think I can use this shell on the outside of my blanket to make it an adequate length. And that was my name for October, Diana's Flower. And then November was one of your parents. Well, my father's name was Merland, Merland. I've never found anything even close. So I decided to go with my mother's name, which is Virginia. She's Virginia Alice McCoy. She's one of the real McCoys. But she's from Indiana, not over there with the other group. That was Daniel's branch when they came over from Scotland. We stuck with Angus's branch. Anyway, this is, I found on Ravelry a pattern called Virginia's Cowl, and it's what they call the fan and feather. And so that's how far I am. I'm only about 6 inches, I guess. But this yarn is a yarn from Dawn Aaron's Loving Hands, and it's one of her hand dyed yarns. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's just so nice to work with. And every once in a while, there's a dark blue in it. It's like a turquoise blend, but every once in a while, there's a bit of dark blue in it. I don't know whether you can see that. Let me see if I can pull it out. There's some right there. Oops, right here. And some up here, the dark blue. But it is just, the blend is just so pretty. There you can see it a lot better. And there's not a lot of the blue in there. It's just a speckle here and a speckle there, and it makes it beautiful. Anyway, that's something I've been working on this week. Another thing is, y'all know that I shop at Hobby Lobby, and one of the women at Hobby Lobby, one of my favorite people at Hobby Lobby. I have favorite people all over the world. But one of my favorite people at Hobby Lobby is having a baby. So I gave her my card and I said, if you want, let me know and I will make a Somebunny for you. Well, she said, oh, that would be awesome. Her nursery is like in shades of blue and pale yellows. She's doing an over the moon thing. So I just happen to have in my stash some blue washcloths and some yellow washcloths and some white washcloths. So I pulled out a skein of blue and yellow and green and white, and I put an edging around a bunch of washcloths. Nothing really fancy, just a little bit of an edging. And these will go to her. There's 6 of them. Along with, yes, this is a toilet paper holder. But oh my goodness, does it work really well when you're working on crocheting. It works really well. My Tom made that for me. So you know it's at least 17 years old, 18, probably closer to 20, the truth be known. I worked on this a bit. This is just, upside down. It's just V-stitches in peach and single crochets in cream. And it's folded in half, so it's quite a bit bigger than my other blankets, but that's what it is. This one is just about 40 inches wide, so it may have to be a Boggy Creek blanket next year. I don't know. And then We had to go. I was telling you, see how scattered I still am today. I'm calming down because I've got some mechanisms in place and I'm working on them. We went out on a think yesterday and I made this. It's it's ho ho ho. There's a 3-row front post double for ho ho ho, and that's why my hair looks like it does, because that's it. That's it, guys. I wore this all day yesterday because it's getting to be Christmas, and it is like, I don't know, it was 49 degrees when I woke up this morning. It was awful. Hey, Terry. And there's Crafty. Hello, hello. Uh-oh, we need to get some more thummies. Thummies are free, so if you want to do that. And let's see, was there some? Oh, yeah. Now I just got to find where it is. Oh, come on. Oh, here's the pattern for this. Work until the piece measures 9 inches for this Virginia's cowl. And I think I'm at 6 or 7, so I don't have much more to go on it. And my neck and my shoulders get cold. Then I hunch my shoulders up, and then I get a bad headache, and it just goes from bad to worse. So that's why I like to make cowls. All right, where's the piece that I was working on? Here. Found it. I went flipping through and found Play Hooky with Me. I think that's a Michelle. I'm not sure, but I think it's a Michelle. But it's not my Michelle. It's a different Michelle. And today she was making holiday gift card holders. And her one for today was a gingerbread house. And it is the cutest. The cutest. Antonino, are you... Oh, you're being good today. Okay, good. Susan Burke is here and Len is here. Woo-hoo. Welcome in, Zoila. I thought you were going to miss me today. And Jen Reeves is here. Anyway, she made this really cute gift card holder, and she's got maybe 4 of them. And when she showed the different ones, the gingerbread house looked like it would be more work than I wanted to put into it, because I'm like one and done. I need to get it done and over with. My attention span's about this long. So anyway, I made or I'm in the making of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And you zip down the sides and across the bottom and up the other side, and then you just slide the gift card in there. This is bigger, I think, but you slide the gift card in there, and there it is. And then you give that to somebody. It needs ears, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. Okay, I'll put ears on it. Yeah, Jen, just put your feet up, grab a cup of hot tea, and um, just stay and check it out. Just absorb the love today. And there is Kim G. So the other one was a gingerbread house, and it went up to a point on the top, and it had a chimney, and it had two little windows, and it had a red door with a little door knocker, and it was really, really cute. So check that out. Play hooky with me. Play hooky with me. That's I wanted to get that in there today. Um, because sometimes you just can't buy a present for a person. It's not really easy to buy presents for some people. Some people you just like feel so close to, and you know exactly what they want and exactly what they need. And it's not a difficult thing. Even maybe with your children, it's that one child that you can't say you love the most because, well, you have to love all of your children the same, but you don't have to like them all the same. Okay. And there's that one child that you really like out of all the children that you have for one or various sundry reasons. And they're easy to buy for. And it could be grandkids the same. But then there's that one or maybe two that, good God, you don't even know what to get for them. And so a lot of people in this day and age have just resorted to buying, oh, they go out to dinner all the time. So I'm going to buy that family a $50 gift card to Outback or whatever monetary amount that you decide to spend. Um, I don't think I'm telling tales out of school, but um, Elmo's boys are grown men, and neither one of them are married, and both of them work, and both of them um, struggle with prices on today's items and rent and electricity and all the things that are involved in owning a home or renting an apartment, whichever. So what he normally does is he buys them a gift certificate from a grocery store and gives that to them for their Christmas present. That way he has the satisfaction of knowing that they are able to eat something substantial at least 1 month out of the year. And that makes him happy. And the boys, um, they can go to the grocery store and spend their money there, spend the gift card there, and not their own money that they can put somewhere else that might be really necessary. So, uh, okay, so who is Khalid's best friend? Ginny's home. I got to go back up and see. Samantha, it's Mr. Elmo. He has two sons. Khalid. Okay, Zoila welcomes in Khalid. So Zoila knows Khalid. First time here, and how are you, my sweet friend? Please regards me. Well, welcome, welcome, Khalid. Are you a crocheter? Are you a knitter? Do you just like to watch? I don't think Bonnie's here yet, is she? Is she, Marshally? I haven't seen her yet. Anyway, I thought that was a cute thing to make. I don't have it all put together yet, but I thought it would be a cute way to not just hand him a gift card. I still love Christmas with all my heart. In my um, mind, if we didn't have Christmas, there'd be no reason for Easter, and if we didn't have Easter, there wouldn't be any reason for the rest of it. So there you go. No, Bonnie's not here yet. Okay. I think. Oh, there's Heidi. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Heidi. I do love Christmas because it's it's one of the most sacred days of the year for me. And if Jesus had not been born, I don't know what day he was born on, and I don't know where the three magi came from. The east, which, what does that mean? If you stand anywhere in the world, there's land east of you. So I know where Bethlehem is, and east of that is pretty big. So I don't know where they came from. And I don't know if I have ever read anywhere that they all came together or they came from three different regions. I don't know. They somehow got together and brought three different gifts, which are foreshadowings of the New Testament. Um, anyway, my new word is boop. Boop. That means my balloon has burst and I have no recollection of what I was trying to say. Okay. Uh, Una. Hey, hey, hey. How are you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to Missy's cottage. I'm Missy, and I am what I am, and that's all what I am, and I'm okay with it. And this is the home of the Somebunny. And the Somebunny, I have to say this because when every new person comes in and they say, what the, um, I need to let them know this is a Somebunny. Now he has a different shaped ear, but he is still a Somebunny. A Somebunny is a crocheted animal that is made with love and given to someone who needs to know that they are loved unconditionally. No strings attached. They have big ears. They can listen to all of your joys and your sorrows. They can listen to your secrets. They have no mouth with which to share. You can tell them anything. You can laugh with them. You can cry with them. You can throw them on the floor. You can kick them. And when you pick them up, they love you just as much as they did before. You can't outlove them. When you're having a bad day, there's nothing better than to pick up a Somebunny and hug on them. And just feel that love seeping into every cell of your body. Because it's God's love that's in here. And he doesn't play favorites. We are all his children, and he loves each and every one of us. And that's why I make Somebunnies, is to remind people that God loves us, each and every one of us, unconditionally. That's what that's all about. And that's why this cottage is here. For you to come in, take your shoes off, leave all your worries at the door, pick a chair, sit down, soak up the love. Those of you who brought your buckets, set your buckets by the door, and when you go, be sure to fill them all up with love so that you can give a scooper full of love to everyone who needs one. If somebody's in your room, that's okay. They don't mind waiting. They still love you. All right, let's do this. We play a game here called Pick Your Blessing. If you're regular, a regular frequenter of the cottage, you know this game. If you're new to the channel today or this week or this month, you may not know, but Pick Your Blessing is a game that we play that I borrowed from Christy, Crochet Creations by Christy. that you get to choose from my yarn wall a yarn that you would like to have. You put in, Leanie's going to mark the chat, and um, she'll put in Mark or whatever she does, and that will start the game. I ask that nobody chat once that mark has been put out there. Oh, you betcha, Heidi. You betcha. You put in a weight number 3, 4. I don't have too many 5s. I might have some 2s. I don't know, but I don't have a lot of those. Mostly 3s and 4s. Put in a color that you would like to have, or a color combination that you would like to have. And then um, we'll go. Okay, Leanie's mark the chat. No more chatting, please. And put in your color number and your color name that you would like, your weight number and your color name that you would like to have. And we'll see who's in here. And when it slows down, Leanie will count up all of the people in the chat. I'm going to write down a number. Well, I have to wait. Let's see. Do I have a picker, a number picker? I think I have a random number picker on here. Yes, I have a randomizer. And we're going to do a random number. And when the numbers stop, then Jacqueline Marley's here. Unique Amazing Stripes is here. Mac! You came in, I didn't see you. There's Susan. Not so naughty crochet. Kimchi. When it slows down, Lana, dark purple and or dark teal in a superwash sock weight. Now that's specific. And then Samantha says, a 4 variegated you choose. That's both ends of the spectrum right there. Okay, I love it. When
Хочете побачити свій будинок або будь-яке інше місце через супутники за межами Землі? Це означає, що якщо там є автомобіль, дерево чи тварина, ви зможете це побачити. Просто завантажте і відкрийте цей застосунок і одразу переглядайте будь-яке місце. Застосунок безкоштовний. Завантажте, спробуйте та поділіться відгуком.
Wow. I'm not sure what that was. I don't want. No. Stop. Turn it off. Whew. Maybe I won't use the randomizer, huh? Dimitri. Okay, guys. Let's wait until the game is over, okay, before we chat. I know that you guys are just coming in maybe and didn't know, but we're right in the middle of Pick Your Blessing. I want Now let's see if we can do this. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want that. Okay, 23. 23. Okay. Between 1 and 23. No duplicates. And let's go. Number 5. You know, I'm glad that Demetria came in because her channel name is The Naked Snail. And I felt really bad for her one year. So I crocheted her a snail, and I crocheted the snail a hat and a coat to wear. So it wouldn't be so naked. Because she lives in Canada and it gets cold up there. Number 5. Okay, so yes, I did. Isn't it beautiful? This is ho 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 hat. I did 3 rows of front post. I started out with 10, and then I did 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 increased. And then when I got to 70 and I went down, and then I did 3 rows of front post double crochets every 7th stitch. Uh-oh, Leanie. It's a little bit big, and that's okay. I should have stopped at 60, I think. But, you know, it's hard to tell because I don't make them hats all the time. So it's hard to tell what hook size and what um, uh, your yarn size, because not all 4s are the same, you know. And okay, so who do we have? Congratulations, who? Nancy. Congratulations, Nancy. Don't tell me it's Mac. Hey, Chris! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas. Is it Nancy Mac? Mac! What do you want, Mac? I finished knitting a hat yesterday. It's my cover picture on my Facebook page. Demi, okay, good. Mac wants to pay it forward. Chris, you know what? I've been telling you thank you for all of the Van Halen. It was not you, Chris. It was Steve. Steve was the one that was playing Van Halen all the time. Una, you know what? You Gmail me at misscottage.gmail.com. No, Miss C's Cottage at, excuse me, Miss C's, I get excited. Miss C's Cottage at gmail.com. And I'll send you the pattern. Yes, Nancy Mack. Okay, what does she want? Thank you all. Who you giving it to? It was Steve. Yeah, I saw this morning someone said, has anybody heard about Steve? And nobody said anything, so I still don't know anything about Steve. But it did register that it was Steve that played Van Halen and not Chris. But I still love you, Chris. Okay, so who are you forwarding it to? Forwarding it to number 19. You're going to make me wait. Okay, whoever that is. I love the people in my chat. You guys are so loving and so funny and so fun. Samantha Stewart, don't ever do that again. That is pure greed, and that goes against everything that God says. None of us deserve anything. And when we get it, it's a blessing. But to ask for it when you really don't need it, that's not a good thing, Samantha. Try and remember that. It's not a good thing. He challenged you. Hey, Sam. Welcome, welcome. Miss C's Cottage. We're all doing good here. Father and son's birthday today. Today, I have to tell you this story. Chris and I went to school. She was a year behind me. She was very popular. She was in the band. She was one of the cheerleaders. She was a baton twirler. She made friends very easily. I was a book person. I was very shy. I was 5'7" in the 7th grade and with a size 7 foot, and I weighed 113 pounds. And so I felt like I stood out among the crowd like, I don't know. Anyway, I did not make friends easily. I was extremely intelligent, and everybody else was so stupid. I mean, I didn't even want to talk to them, girls or boys. Boys were like, oh, I couldn't even pick my eyes out. Most of the time, I looked the other way if somebody came down the hall past me, because I didn't know what to say to them, and I couldn't look them in the face and say hello at the same time. I was unable to do that. So, Demi, no? Oh, what do you know? Billy's here. Hello, hello, my friend. Oh. There you go, Una. And Mia is here, and Kitty is here, and Jen is here. And Ellen is here. Dawn P. That was last week. Or was that this week? Is Dawn number 19? Gracie Canales! Christmas wishes to all. Dawn P is number 19, and she wants number 3, dealer's choice. All right. All right. Here we go. Dealer's choice and a number 3. A number 3 in a dealer's choice. Dawn P. All right. Number 3 in a dealer's choice. There's 2. Okay, let's see. Dealer's choice. Wow, that's a big selection, my love. All right. We're going to give you the chance of a lifetime. Okay. Oh, my. It doesn't matter. I told you, I think last month, it doesn't matter. We were going to try and do once a month winner so everybody got a chance to win, but I don't care because I feel like God picks the winner anyway. We just do a number on a screen. So whatever, okay? Okay, here we go. My first choice was the Sweet Delight print. This is a Baby Bee from Hobby Lobby. It is 377 yards. There's a free pattern on the label. If it's Libby, Libby, Libby on the label, you will like it on your table. And I think if it's Sweet Delights, you'll like it on your hook. It's a number 3 light, 377 yards in the colorway Springtime Chateau. Whatever that means. It is green and tan and cream, and you really can't see the color very well. Anyway, it's very, very soft and squishy. And then, similar to that, I have the Premier Everyday Dots, anti-pilling Everyday Dots in the colorway Sunny. It's a number 3 light, and it has 273 yards. And it has pink and peach and yellow and green and is mostly cream. Then I found, which I know is close to your heart, a Big Twist Menagerie. And this color is Purple Emperor Butterfly. And it has 100% acrylic. It has 300, nope, it has 410 yards. And that is a pretty true representation of the color. And last but not least, do not pick yet. I have, those are all variegated. This is a solid. It's Himalaya's Baby DK. DK means it's a 3-weight yarn. There is 339 yards. And this colorway is called Rink, R-E-N-K, or Party, whichever language you speak. It's acrylic yarn, can you tell? It takes a 5mm hook, an H8, or 4mm US 6 knitting needles. I personally would probably use a smaller hook because it is a 3-weight yarn. So, my love, Dawn P., what is your choice? Yeah, it is a pretty purple. Menagerie is one of my favorite yarns to use. The Baby Bee, the Premier, the Joann's Menagerie, or the Off the Hook Himalayan Baby DK. You can buy me a coffee for $3. Dawn P., are you still here? Oh, there you are. Hard choice. You know my heart, so the big purple twist, please. All right. All right, I'll do it. I knew that would be one you'd pick. Well, I didn't really know for sure, but I had a distinct feeling that you do have a heart for Menagerie. All right, and I did not ship out your other yet, so I will add this to it. This last week was very scattered, so thank you for your patience. Okay, it is Dawn P. Purple Menagerie. All right, that's done. Those of you who came in later, did you get to see the gift card holder? You can buy gift card holders for the people that you give dinner gift cards or grocery store gift cards or Harbor Freight gift cards or whatever. But I made this one. It needs ears. But this is from Play Hooky With Me, which I think is Michelle. And you just put the gift card inside. And she's got 4 different choices of gift card holders to make. And I think they make a little nicer than just buying a gift card, because even though that's the easiest thing to do is to buy a gift card for someone who you don't know, or sometimes if you have an office exchange or teachers exchange at school, or a big family get together and you just don't know what to get, and you just get a gift card. Making a gift card holder, crocheting a gift card holder makes it a little more personal. Makes people think you put a little more thought into it than, oh, I don't know what to get. Oh, heck, I'll get this. You know, that kind of a thing. From the Netherlands, RV. Hello, RV. Welcome to Miss C's cottage. That's right, Krishna. And they have those really pretty card holders in the grocery store or Walmart or wherever you can buy a gift card. A lot of times they'll have a gift card holder that you can also buy. And thank you, Zoila. Leanie, she's a pen pal to somebody in the Netherlands. You know what? I don't think I have a somebody in the Netherlands. So if you would like to make a somebody with us, January we're going to start somebodies again because we've gotten so many new people who don't have them and would like to make them or get one. We're gonna start out again. So we've got some really fun things coming up this next year. So Merry Christmas to Una and RV and Linda. I think it's Davidson, isn't it? Linda Davidson, who's new. Crafty's here. I love that you come back. You've come back for several weeks, and I love that. That makes me know that you feel comfortable and loved when you come, and you want to come back for more. Because we just give hugs, smooches here. Davidson. I thought it was Davidson. Did I miss any other new people? Zoila or Leni? Don't know. Okay. Next year, I think I told you I'm going to make a basket, which I have made a basket, but it's all full of yarn and it's up on the top of the filing cabinet. And I keep forgetting it's up there and I go looking for yarn and forget it's up there. And I probably have all the colors that I needed for all the blankets that I made. And they're still up there. But I'm going to make a smaller basket and start putting things in like maybe a set of crochet hooks or some stitch markers or maybe one of these things. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before. Midwest Stitches makes them, and they are the nicest thing. They are elasticized fabric, and you put them around a cake of yarn, and when you pull the yarn out of the center, this shrinks, and you don't wind up with a knot, a big blob at the end. Now, I know that Dawn P loves to sort out yarn. It's one of her favorite things to do. Give her a yarn barf and she'll sit there and sort it all out. And I'm going to take away her fun if she ever wins one of these. But maybe one of those will be in there. Maybe some knitting needles, maybe some knitting needle stoppers, maybe a crochet book. You just don't know what's going to be in there from week to week. But that'll be a new game to play, a new prize to win. So, if you want an Advent yarn for Mishi's channel, and there was a lot of Somebunny yarn. Good. Kimmer! You know what? Nancy Mack's got a big heart. And so that's going to be in there. Another thing is show and tell. We're going to do a show and tell where I post a link and you can click on that link if you have something you've been working on, maybe one of our Somebunnies or one of the crochet alongs that we've done that we are going to be doing for the year, or maybe Stitch of the Month. Maybe you're working on something with that and you're just really proud of it and you want to show people what you've done so far, whether it's completed or not. And we'll have about 15 minutes at the end of each program, we'll do a show and tell portion where if you'd like, I'll post the link and you can click on it and you can come up and show and tell what you're working on. Because I think you should be proud of what you do. There's so much creativity in this cottage. It just, sometimes these walls are way too small. There's so much in here. There's so much love packed in here to begin with. I sometimes don't have enough chairs for all the love that comes in this door. And those faces mean the world to me, your faces. When I see you come in, it just adds an extra star to my heart. On the show and tell days, Samantha, you can show anything that you're working on that you're proud of, whether it's something from the channel or not. Oh, Pebbles knows that. She's my best she's the best Somebunny maker I have, second only by Demetria. Am I saying that right? Oh, yes, Pebbles reminded me, we now have a Facebook page. Somebody could yeah, you can do that, but I want people to come up on the show live with me if they choose to. And if you are really proud of what you're doing and you don't want to come up live on the show and tell everybody what you're doing, you can go to the Facebook page, Miss C's Cottage, on Facebook, and post your picture of what you're doing and do a little blurb if you want to. Monrose! Okay, who did we used to call Denny, and now we don't call her Denny anymore because she takes her whole name? She got married last year. Barbara Andrews, welcome, welcome, welcome. Denisha, I knew you'd know. Yes, Jen, Denisha. Denisha is my second best Somebunny maker, although she's been making a lot of Somebuddies. Now, if you don't know the difference between a Somebunny and a Somebuddy, a Somebunny is a bunny, and they're crocheted, filled with fiber and love. They have nice eyes to see all the things that you do that are wonderful. They have ears that hear everything and will listen to whatever you have to tell them, but they don't have a mouth because they never share your secrets. You can tell them anything, even that awful thing that happened to you when you were 9, that you have not been able to tell anyone, and it's burning a hole right through your heart. Get it out. Tell the somebody. It makes it better when you share. They won't tell because they have no mouth to share. You're safe. You're loved. A somebody looks like this. Or this one from Sanitha. Or this one from the one up in New York. Coffee with Nisi. I'm so glad you're here, sweetheart. No, not Lynn. The girl up there who's got the chickens. And she just opened her own store. Oh, come on. Coffee with Kim. Kim Fountain. Kim Fortune. Fortune Knits. Oh, I miss her too. Okay, I don't know how these things got down here on the floor, but they're getting ruined. Okay. Let's see. Do I have more somebodies? Somebody. Denisha started making zebras because zebras have a double meaning, and her family are all zebras. Anyway, I think she's made more somebodies than anybody else on the channel has made some bunnies. That's okay. You do what you need to do. Okay, let's see what else is on my list. Oh, yes, show and tell. I took the blankets to Gianna's place. She gave me she texted an address to me, and I took them over there, and I've not heard a thing. I've not gotten a thank you. I've not gotten a, oh yes, they're acceptable, keep bringing them. I've not gotten a, these are the worst things I've ever seen, don't bring any more. I've not gotten any response at all, and that makes me kind of disappointed. So it's not going to make me stop making some bunnies and blankets. I just have to find a new place to take them. And I had some of Jeanette's snow babies that she had made last year, and I took them up to Ohio with me. And if you remember that fiasco, it was something I wanted to do for myself. My pride forced me to do that, and I gave in. And God said, this is not what I want you to do. So we never got to meet with the man and trade off the goods. And I did get to Ohio, and I did get them distributed, all except for about 6 snow buddies. So when I was up there this last time, I brought them back home with me. And yesterday, while we were out and about, and I wore this hat, I took them up to the nursing home, the assisted living facility near me. I don't know how many people they have, but I took one in and said, would these be acceptable to give to some of your residents that might need one over Christmas? Because you know as well as I do that some people in a nursing home are visited every week by family. And some people are put in a nursing home and never seen again by their family. And those are the ones I would like them to go to, so that they know that somebody loves them. Because if you ever saw one of those little snow people, I have one here. I just don't see it sitting up here right now with all my other things. Okay, anyway, I took them and they loved them. And I said, hey, by the way, I make bunnies and blankets. Would you? She said, oh, the residents would love those. So the bunnies and blankets that I have in the works, I think I have 3 of them. Oh, rude. I can't do it like she does, but she gets up higher. But I've gone through menopause surgically, and I can't do those high notes anymore. Kleenex is my best friend. Anyway, I'm going to take them up there and probably before Christmas. So those are the things that I've been working on lately. That and trying to get rid of. We have a cat, and the cat gets fleas, and I'm not sure where she's getting them from. Because usually by the time a cat gets fleas, you get them on your ankles, and I don't have any on my ankles, and there's only carpet upstairs, and I spend a lot of time upstairs in the common room. But anyway, working on that too. Jan, the sassy Alaskan crafter. Now, if you don't know Jan, she used to be the Alaskan crafter. Now she's the sassy Alaskan. Yes, it was Gianna's place. Nisi, the cat does go outside, but it's in a cage. She's got Mr. Elmo made a door swinging in cat animal door, whatever those things are called, in the window in the laundry room. And outside that window, he's built a wooden frame and fencing around that wooden frame. So she can go outside, but she's not on the ground. She's about 4 to 6 feet up. And yeah, it was, but she's gotten over being a crapper now, and she's really sassy. So she's a lot more fun. You need to go and see her. And right now, she and um, Laura, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming Animals, are doing a somebody help me. Yeah, Gianna's place. It is a place for young women at University of Florida in Gainesville who find themselves pregnant during their semester to have a safe place to stay. And apparently that's all they do. I thought they did teaching things and told them what's going on with their body and how to take care of the baby when it comes and then give them items to help them start out. Apparently it's not, because when I went to take that box up, the woman that I spoke to said, well, the girl graduated Friday and she's not here anymore. And it threw me for a loop because I had made an incorrect assumption. Yes, Zoila. Now somebody needs to tell me what they're doing right now. They're doing the game that they played last year, guys, where they had several people be the judges and a couple people do the there is a whole section on education. I really did. Hooker versus Hooker. Thank you, Jen. Hooker versus Hooker. Yes. Cherry, hello, hello. Oh, I'm so glad to see you come in. Oh, and there's my Angela, my frozen stone. Yeah, look at all you guys. You know all the answers. See, I don't have to have all the answers. I just ask you and you know. I love this cottage. Linda Davison, Merry Christmas to you. Okay, I'll have to check it out then, but I did not see any of that and I don't know about any of that. And they said she graduated Friday and she's gone. So it didn't sound like what I thought. It didn't sound like what I had expected of them. So you know what happens when you have high expectations about people. You always get disappointed. Okay, let's see what else. Don't forget our Facebook link. Don't forget Play Hooky with me and the gift card holders. I told you about next year. I'm not going to be back till next year. So next year we start making Somebunnies. We're going to do the show and tell, the last 15 minutes of the show. And the Facebook, don't forget the Facebook page. Whatever you make along with us during the month, at the end of that month, if you've posted it on the Facebook page, partially or completed is what I'd really like by the end of it. If you can complete it by the end of the month and post your completed project, then we're going to put your name on the wheel, or somehow or another we're going to work it out that we'll pluck the magic twanger and come up with a name, and they will win yarn of my choice. Also next year, we're going to do the basket prize. And that is a basket that I will make and put stuff in. And if you can win something, I haven't got all that worked out yet, but I will. And you can win something. If you win the basket, then you get to choose out of that basket whatever prize you would like. So that gives you a choice. And no, that gives me a choice because I get to put the yarn in there. And if you choose the yarn, you'll choose my choice. But we're going to continue count your blessings. So if you win, you get to choose the yarn you would like. I think I've covered everything. I think we have. And now I have something to show you, because another thing we're going to do is the 15 minutes till. We're going to do the show and tell. And so I promised you an elf today, and I'm going to bring that elf up so that she can show you what she's been working on and tell you about her channel. And I think in this way, I can help promote other channels also. So are you guys ready for the elf on the shelf? Let's see a bunch of yeses in there. Yeah! The zebra's Barbara. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. On your mark, get set, go. Now, this is Kitty Lane, and her show is what is the name of your show? You tell us. I'm going to make you big.
Okay, I am your baby boomer, Kitty Lane. from the peninsula in Virginia. And my channel is Create and Relate, create with a K, of course. And I am a crocheter. I am a very avid crocheter. My niche, which I'm really getting back to, is blankets. I absolutely adore making blankets. And I love doing the tapestry style blankets. So I strayed away from that a bit because, like all of us, I wanted to fall in with the trends and I wanted to do what everyone else was doing. But after long conversations with family, and I do consider Mama Steve family because I've had to talk with her too, it helped me to go back to my roots. So, a little bit about what I do. I am a creator. I don't have any of my tapestry work to show you because usually those are commissioned items and they are all out. So the latest thing that I'm working on is called Bursting Petals, and I have been showing it for the past few lives. This is my created motif. And in creating this, I wanted to know what I could do. What else can I do with this? Can I make this bigger? Can I connect it? So I did a little tutorial, which I had to take down, unfortunately, because the um, audio volume was just not good. But I did make it bigger. I made it with 4 worsted weight, which measures about 7 inches. And in that, you can put these together and they connect just like the connect as you go with the granny squares. You make it as long as you like, as wide as you like, and make a fancy scarf, a nice little shawl, or whatever. So, latest project, what we've been working on the past couple of days, is changing this into a square. For some reason, I love turning circles into squares. So this is where we are. This is our third pass. The first pass has been scrapped. It's in this actually, but this was the second pass. This is what it looks like to be a creator, a designer. It's not just one little thing. This is my mind, and I applaud those who can do that. I am an old fashioned creator, and I go through steps, I go through stages. So right now I'm about here, but I have changed that a little bit in recreating it here. And the reason I wanted to recreate it is because as far out as I got, I started getting flimsy again. And I want the same element, but I don't want it to be flimsy. So now I don't want to take this out without purpose. I want to see where I went wrong. So I came back here, and that's why I'm doing it again here. But yes, all in all, like I said, my channel is Create and Relate with Kitty Lane. I do occasionally drop some ASL, sign language, signs and phrases. And that's because I am legally deaf. Yes, I can hear. I sustained a head injury when I was 6 years old, and it's progressively gotten worse as I've gotten older. I do hear, but I hear in a really weird way. Everybody sounds like they're talking underwater to me. So, but I'm learning sign language so that I can communicate better. It's something that I really want to push to get out there to everybody. I don't care how young or old you are, it's something you can learn, and it kind of breaks that communication barrier between all of us. So, yes, I am a crocheter. I do teach and show my crocheting. I love my yarn hauls and my happy mail, all that good stuff. And yes, that's you can reach me right right there. And I thank you, Mama, for having me up. I really, really do.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love you too,
I got
Mama.
a
Thank
phone
you.
call the other. Say again.
No, I said I love you too. Thank you.
I got a phone call the other day, and it said, "Mom," and it was not a daughter whose voice I recognized right away because it's not my three sons or my daughter. And so I had to think for a minute, and it's like, oh, I know who this is. And it was Kitty. So I love that she calls me mom. You guys can call me mom or aunt or cousin or whatever, grandma, whatever. Just just keep loving me. I appreciate that. I wanted to bring her up because she needs some new people for her channel. And so we put up her YouTube link so you can go over there and check out her channel. She does lots and lots of sign, and you can learn a lot of, nope, that's popcorn. Um, you can see I didn't learn much. You can learn a lot from over there. Yeah, just don't call me late for dinner. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, look at all that yarn being thrown at you, Kitty. Now, for those of you who are new and don't know what that means they're not really throwing yarn at Kitty. It means that they are going to her channel and subscribing to her channel. And that's what they call throwing yarn at you. They're going to include you in their list of subscribed people they subscribe to. All right, we've got lots of time left. I have 2 clocks in here. One's on my computer, and it is the correct time. And then there's this old school clock that's up on the wall that says it's 8 minutes until 3 o'clock, which it isn't 8 minutes until, and it isn't going to be 3 o'clock. So I know you wonder why I'm so scattered. Oh, you love the bunny parts basket? I don't know if I'm going to put bunny parts in it or not, but Denisha, I was just talking about you, Denisha, about how Pebbles probably has made more Somebunnies than anybody I know. Only to be seconded by you and your Somebuddies, your zebras and things. So you don't know how much I appreciate you. Kitty, I'm going to let you go, and we'll see if somebody else would like to come up for show and tell. See how many elves I can get up today. You know I love each and every one of you. So Denise is just coming in from church, which is another thing I love, because in about 5 minutes or so we're going to... Oh, Kitty made you a bunny parts basket? She's awesome, isn't she? Oh, she's awesome. I love that girl. She's truly one of my daughters. And Gracie, I'm so glad you came in today. Crafty, I'm glad you're here today too. Okay, I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to let you know that it is almost time for our prayer time. Or if you have a prayer that you would like us to pray, or me or us to pray for this week. Let me get a real pen here. Been raining here all day. You know what? It's finally gotten up to 69 here. It was cold last night. I think it got down to about 45, and for Florida, that's pretty cold. Kitty says, thank you everyone for the yarny love. Mia, she and the girls came in a while ago, and I didn't have time to say hello. So hello, hello, and hello. Sally says, prayers for me and all of our loved ones. You know I always need prayers because this scattered head. Raining in Nevada too, Crafty says to Carrie. And Linda says pray for David. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that, Nisi. If you just subscribed to Kitty, you need to make sure that you watch one of her videos so that the subscription will stick, says Nisi. Linda Davison's, she needs prayers for David. He had surgery a while ago and he's still not walking yet, so he's getting pretty frustrated. So if you would please pray that God would kind of speed up that healing and walking, that would be awesome. And Sherry's here. Sherry Knowles is one of my very favorite people. We established a relationship, I don't know, a long time ago, and sometimes she makes it and sometimes she's not able to, but I love her anyway. She's always have a special place in my heart. Leslie needs a job and to find a house and roommates. Oh, her roommates are wearing her patience thin. Okay, so Leslie needs a job and then she needs to find a house or a place that she can afford without roommates that might drive her crazy. Remember when you had to share a room with your sister? Hauska Jula. Hello, Frank. Merry Christmas to you too, bud. Prayers for all who need them. Say that in a Finnish way. I don't know Finnish, so all I can say, Frank, is Hauska Jula. Am I close? Hauska Jula? Huska Jula? Gee, what does that mean? Bad? Carrie, or little Carrie, jet one in. She would like prayers for peace, healing of hearts, and renewed spirit. All right. Now, see, I know that for a fact that when you pray for something that's in God's will, you will get it because it's His will to begin with, and He just put it on your heart to pray for it. So that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's go back up and find Lana. Whom I missed. Oh, yes. Pray for Lana and her neighbor, her friend. She had to have her pacemaker replaced and went without oxygen for 23 minutes and her organs are shutting down. Oh, that is not good, Lana. All right, let's get her in here. All right. Let's see. I think Moonrose is talking about Jennifer. Yeah. Those of you who don't watch Cinnamon Stitches, yeah, Zach Man needs prayers. He's just getting over pneumonia. Okay, Lana, we got you. Oh, Dawn. See how kind a heart Dawn has? Prayers for those who need them, and prayers for those who don't think they need them. We forget to pray for those people, and we should. I love that girl. Hauskayula. Hauskayula. All right, pretty close. Thank you, Frank. You taught me a new word. Hauskayula. Ulua. Hauskayulua. Like Yule? Hauska is like happy Yule time? Jan, I love you, Jan. There's just something about you that I love. I loved it from the very minute I saw you before you even talked. Lynn Ann and her husband. Okay. Lynn Ann. This is Lynn Ann, part of the Boggy Creek group. I knew he wasn't well, but I didn't know that he was in the hospital. Yeah, we do need to. She does so much. Zach, don't even talk like that. Correct. Okay. Thank you, Frank. I hope you'll come back. I won't be back till January the 4th. January 4th. That's right, Sherry. We need to pray for the homeless. Lynn Ann from Nina's Knots. Lana, I'm glad you do. Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches. She's in a lot of turmoil, which, she's ADHD and she's even more scattered than I am. And she right now is in the middle of selling her house that she's in and having to pack it all up by the end of the month. And they're buying a new house. And so she has to get all of the paperwork and the financing done with that. So that creates, if you've ever bought a house or sold a house, or the chaos that's involved with all that. And it just seems like Cinnamon Stitch's house is always in one chaos or another because of their family situation. But last week, their dog got out of the yard, ran through a couple other people's holes in their fences, and got out on the main road and got hit by a car and died. And that was one of her very favorite dogs, which she has a couple dogs, but that dog's been with her for a while, and she's just really having a time with it. Yeah, Bentley. So if you could pray for Jennifer, this is going to be a good, not good Christmas for her, because every Christmas she's going to remember this is the year that we got in the new house, and this is the year that Bentley died. And that can play havoc on your brain, your libido, all of this stuff. Lana, you're not going to be homeless. God has someplace special for you. You know, Barbara, I call her Niecy. I call her well, come on. You're supposed to post here. That's what I call her. Oh, come on. Change it a bit. Okay. I call her Niecy. Okay, that didn't go through as spam. Yeah, I call her Niecy because her name is Niecy, and that's how I call it. Oh, you're welcome, Susan. I did a lot last week, and yet I didn't do a lot last week, meaning I didn't do a lot of things that I should have been doing, but I did a lot of YouTubing, just going around checking in all the people that I haven't visited. I visited Ellen, I visited Cinnamon Stitches, I visited Laura, Mad Mimi, I visited Len. I can't think of everybody I visited, but okay. So in doing that here in this cottage, in this space, in this screen, I didn't get a lot done out there. So that's that. Okay, I'm going to say to you that this is the last live for the year. I will be back on Sunday, the 4th of January, with a whole new show, and I'm so excited. Lots of fun things and lots of good things. And I will welcome back all of the people who have stuck with me. Are we going on 3 years? This will be 3 years coming up, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Jenny says it's 39, 38 in Live Oak. See, and it's only about 69, 70 here now. Anyway, I'm going to say, because I won't be back until next year, I pray that God will shelter you from all of the storms, the actual physical storms up north, the snow, the wind, the blowing, the cold, the ice. I pray that he will shelter those in other storms, emotional storms that they're going through right now. And I pray for those who are going through physical storms right now, that God would just heal you this week, this next couple weeks, and may you come into January a better person than you were this year, a healthier person, a saner person, a more creative person, one who knows our God a little bit better because you actually took time to think about his birth and look back over your life to see all the miracles that he's performed. You know, somebody said luck is really a miracle in which God prefers to remain anonymous. So when you look back over your life this year and you see all of the times that you lucked out on something, please know that it was that little baby in the manger that started the whole thing and has been watching over you, because we all have angels watching over us. And that his love is so great for you that he let that little baby live and die for you so that you might be able to go right to him and pray. And even Pope Leo the 16th, or I think he's the 16th, he said he found a document in the archives that says you could go directly to God. And I know that's going to stir a lot of people up because they love to go to confession every week. They enjoy that for the cleansing of their soul. But actually, Leo said, you can still do that. But if you're home and you need to confess something, you can go right to the big guy. And I pray for all of you that will really take this season to heart and take a look at what God has done for you this last year. Take a piece of paper and pencil and write down all the luck that you had, all the blessings that you were given, all the little gifts that you were given that no one else was. That eagle that flew over, you saw it. Nobody else saw it. It was a gift for you from God, your Heavenly Father who loves you so much. And I pray that you will all come back on January 4th with a renewed spirit, peace in your heart, and all of the ugly hate and bitterness in your heart filled instead with the Holy Spirit. I love each and every one of you. And I hope to see you back on the 4th. I love you guys.